Welcome everyone to Vested Interest. This is Shane, and before we get in the video, I'd like to take a moment to thank everyone who's taken the time to watch, comment, and like the videos, and a special thank you to those who subscribe to the channel. The channel continues to grow because of people like you. And if you are one of the people who have been lurking in the background and you have not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button down below. Join us on this journey to financial freedom. Join the Vested Interest community. Hit that notification bell so you're notified whenever we post any new content. On this channel, we cover dividend growth investments. I do a portfolio update like this one every week where we cover what activity occurred in the portfolio, what I added. I did add $1,208 in new capital to the portfolio. We also cover any dividends paid out, any options that I'm in, as well as any sales I make, if there are any. There have not been a lot of sales recently, but every now and again, a company does fall out of favor and will be removed from the portfolio. I do it all out in the open. There is no paid Patreon or paywall or any other sites that I want to direct you to. I will show you every week exactly what I'm doing in my portfolio. The objective of this channel is to help out other dividend growth investors who may be getting started, who may be thinking about starting investing, who may be afraid to get started investing. I am just a regular person. I grew up in a double wide trailer. Neither of my parents even graduated high school. I have learned everything on my own along the way. You can too. Do not be afraid of the market. Do not be afraid of investing. Don't think that you need an education in finance or to have a family member or someone who's been in your family show you how to invest. You can learn these things along the way as you're doing that. If you don't want to buy individual companies, I cover a lot of individual companies that I'm buying. ETFs are a good way to go. So if you are a dividend growth investor, again, hit that subscribe button and join us on this journey to financial freedom. Join the vested interest community, building a community of like-minded dividend growth investors to share our experiences, stocks we're watching. I do a stock pick of the day series Monday through Thursday, so come back and check that series out as well. For now, let's jump into the portfolio update and see what activity was going on this week. So we always start out with options. I did not get any bites on any options this week. The market has been pretty volatile. A lot of times whenever there's a lot of volatility, and I'm pretty conservative on my options, you don't get a biter. So not all the time do you get someone to take your option plays, because I sell options. I don't buy options. I just sell options. So I put a contract out, and if someone wants to buy it, then great. If not, I move along to the next one and we rinse and repeat weekly. So nothing to talk about on the options front this week. So let's talk about this one a little bit. I did want to cover it. I know it says, November 3rd. This is actually from last week. It did not pay out this week. We did not actually get any dividends this week, but I did not cover Owens Corning, ticker OC, out of the industrial sector last week. Whenever they paid out, it showed up in the portfolio late Saturday afternoon. So it was after I put the video together. Right now is hunting season here in Michigan. So a lot of times, and just like today, this is Friday evening when I'm putting this together. I will push it out on Sunday morning. That's when I release these videos every Sunday morning at 7:30. So I am recording them on Friday nights. Usually, if it wasn't deer season, I would record these on Saturday afternoons. So I may miss, at least during deer season, I may miss a Saturday update. If a dividend pays out on Friday, typically it posts on the next day, so it won't show up on Saturday. So if I miss something from one week to the next, I will cover it in the following and make sure we are covering all of the activity. So this one did come in on November 3rd. We were paid $23.08 from Owens Corning, ticker OC, out of the industrial sector. And we have the DRIP set, dividend reinvestment plan. So anytime a company pays out dividends, it automatically goes back in and buys more shares. So that $23.08 purchased 0.18743 more shares of Owens Corning at $123.13 per share. And that 0.18743 added an additional 38, a whopping 38 cents here over the next annual calendar year in passive income. But I will take every penny that I can, and that is just a little bit more of that dividend snowball growing over time. The shares of Owens Corning that we already own paid us out dividends. Those dividends bought more shares of Owens Corning. So the next time Owens Corning pays out, it will pay us out whatever it paid us before, this 2308 plus the new shares as well. That is the dividend snowball in action, even though this snowball is really small right now. Now, the first new capital we added on November 8th. Apologies, that is not the correct. It should not November 31st. We're not even there yet. November 8th, we added $853.80. And with those new funds, we picked up 5 more shares of Cisco Corp, ticker SYY. This is out of the consumer staple sector. This is one we're trying to get to 100 shares, building this one out right now, relatively new to the portfolio over the last month and a half, 2 months. We added this one in. So we are going to continue. You'll see this one on a regular basis here over the next several weeks. It's also was on my stocks to buy for November video. So if you've not checked that out, go ahead and jump in the channel and check that one out as well. This was one of the ones we were focused on, as is Realty Income, as is Nutrient. All these ones on this particular day were ones we want to focus on for the rest of the month. So you'll see these probably every week. Now we picked up those 5 shares at $67 per share. We picked up 6 more shares of Realty Income. This one has really pulled back. It was actually down into the mid to high 40s, back into the 50s, but we're still adding. Ticker O, the monthly paying REIT here out of the real estate sector. We picked up those 6 shares at $51.16. We added to our Nutrient position, ticker NTR. This is a Canadian. There's a couple things we want to talk about here. This is a Canadian company, so there are some implications around the taxes. My brokerage takes the taxes out right away because it's a foreign company, so I don't have to worry about it. It's already done. If your brokerage does not, make sure you're talking to your tax expert if you have any companies that are foreign, because there are tax implications and you want to make sure that you are paying the correct taxes on your dividends. Ticker NTR is out of the materials sector. We picked up those 4 shares at $52.95. These new shares added with this new capital added $36.91 in passive income over the next calendar year. So now it's really starting to add up on a weekly, quarterly, monthly, yearly basis. And we weren't done. We went back in, and I apologize, I did not change this date either. We went back in on November 10th. And we picked up more. We added $354.71 more to the portfolio, picking up 2 more shares of HP Inc., ticker HPQ. This is out of the information technology sector. We added those shares at $27.18. And we will talk more about Procter & Gamble here in a little bit, but I recently updated a lot of my companies, and this one adjusted the 15% of 52-week low. So this is back in the buy category, even though recently it has not been, at least for me, but it is now. So we picked up 2 more shares of Procter & Gamble. This is out of the consumer staple sector, ticker PG, at $150.17. And these additional shares, new shares here, added $9.62 in additional passive income over the next calendar year. All total, we invested $1,208.51. and added an additional $46.91 in passive income over the next calendar year. Now let's jump in and look at the sector weights of the portfolio where we currently sit. Communications makes up 9.68% of the portfolio. Consumer discretionary sitting at 1.37%. Consumer staples sits at 7.76% of the portfolio. Energy makes up 6.59%. Financial sitting at 9.73% of the portfolio. Healthcare makes up 17.38%. Industrials is sitting at 7.89%. Technology makes up 8.45%. Materials, the second biggest one. Healthcare is the biggest. Materials is the second biggest. Still is the second biggest at 13.49%. Utilities sitting at 5.19% of the portfolio. And REITs and real estate makes up 12.48% of the portfolio, in third place there. And we do not have any ETFs, though I will be honest, I am considering adding VWO, which is an emerging market ETF, to the portfolio just to give me some exposure to some more foreign and emerging market companies. It is one that I have in my daughter's custodial accounts. I also have SCHD, so I am not against ETFs. I just don't have any in the portfolio currently. I may be looking to add, like I said, VWO to the portfolio here in the future, but for now, I just consider my overall portfolio my own individual ETF that I am building myself. Now you can look over here. You see the percentages, sector weights broken down here in the pie chart. You can also look over here to the right and see how much in funds I have in each sector, as well as the total breakdown. Now, this may be what you're stopping by for. I know the portfolio updates are a popular one. And again, I want to be out in the open, fully transparent, show you how a real portfolio is built out over time, the ups and downs along the way, the red and the green that goes with it. You're not always going to be up. You're not always going to be down. The market is a bit of a roller coaster. You need to be prepared for that. Let's walk through this real quick. Here's the ticker. These are the tickers, all of the companies within the portfolio. Total shares I own, current price as of the close of business on Friday, market value, what it's worth as of the close of business on Friday, my cost per share here in this column, how much I have into the position in this column, total return, whether I'm up or down. I'm going to show you if I'm in the red, I'm going to show you if I'm in the green. Full transparency here. Again, nothing to pay for, no paid Patreon account, no other site that I'll send you to, none of that. I'm going to do it all out in the open so that you can see a real portfolio built out over time. My percent return, again, if it's red, it means I'm in the negative. If it's green, the greener it is, the more I'm in the positive. What sector the company falls in, whether it's a quarterly, monthly, semi-annual payer, current dividend yield, my yield on cost, the weighting you saw on the previous slide, the sector weights, this is by each position, estimated annual income, payout months, what months they pay out, dividend growth, where it currently sits, year over year dividend growth. And let's run through total 5,485.26 shares. Market value is sitting at $174,006.90. I have $187,779.33 into the portfolio. I am down $13,772.43, or down 7.33%. If you caught last week's video, I was down about 4%. The video before that was down 9%. So again, this fluctuates over time. It just is what it is. And this means absolutely nothing to me. Seeing down 7%, that doesn't mean anything. 13,000, I mean, it looks like it's a loss, but technically, unless I sell the shares in my portfolio and sell out of all these positions and realize these losses, I have not lost a dime, right? Only when you sell a stock do you realize a gain or a loss. So let's talk about that for a minute. For example, right here, Owens Corning, I'm up 35%. Oh, I've made $1,446.56. Well, not technically. Unless I sell these 44.578 shares, I haven't made anything, right? Same with this. Oh, I'm down 51.04%, or down $3,849. Well, no. Unless I sell all these shares of MPW, I'm not down anything. I'm going to continue to hold these, whether they're up or down, and collect the dividends, right? That's what I'm about. The current dividend yield is sitting at 4.943%. My yield on cost is 4.58%. And this is really what it's about, whether the market's up, whether the market's down, whether the market's floating sideways. I am focused on the passive income provided by the positions in the portfolio in the form of dividends paid out on a monthly, quarterly, semi-annual basis. And it currently sits at $8,600.42 of passive income provided by the dividends, all these companies in the portfolio over the next calendar year. That's where we currently sit. And I don't think, just doing some quick math in my head, I don't think we're going to get to 10,000 by the end of this year, but we will definitely get over 9,000 and be over a 10,000 mark here in the first quarter of 2024. Current dividend growth is sitting at 7.34%. Let me know what you think down below. What did you add to your portfolio? Are you adding to your portfolio? A lot of companies have pulled back. Are there any new positions you've added to your portfolio with the pullbacks recently? Love to hear from you. Drop it in the comment section down below. And that is it for this one. I really need to update this picture. Actually, this is an older picture right now. None of this looks like this anymore. The basketball hoops are put in the garage. The pool is covered. The chairs are put away. The cleaners are done. All the outside furniture is put away. So I need to get a more updated photo. This one's a little dated here. And all of these green leaves are on the ground. I actually need to rake some leaves this weekend, probably Sunday after I do some hunting Saturday and Sunday morning. We'll see. Well, as always, appreciate you stopping by. If you haven't done so already, don't forget to show me some love. Hit that thumbs up. Ring the notification bell. Most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Hitting that notification bell, subscribing to the channel, dropping a comment down below, hitting the like button, all those things really help out a small YouTube channel like me. So really would appreciate it if you do that. Let's help spread the word. Let's help get the word out. Dividend growth investing so we can all get to financial freedom. And again, hit that subscribe button down below and join us on this journey to financial freedom. Join the vested interest community if you have not done so already. I do personally read and respond to the comments. I'm always interested to read your questions, opinions, or suggestions for future topics. So if you'd like me to cover a company in the Stock Pick of the Day series, drop it down below and I'll work it into the rotation there. Or if you'd like to talk about any of the positions in my portfolio, let me know which ones we have in common. Let me know which ones you have that I do not. And let me know what new positions you've added to your portfolio. A lot of companies have pulled back, so there are definitely some buying opportunities out there. Well, this is Shane signing off, wishing peace and prosperity to you and yours. And remember, financial security comes to those who take a vested interest. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll see you in the next one. I'm not a financial advisor. Nothing in this presentation should be considered financial advice. I'm only sharing my opinion and investing in educational and entertainment purposes. Investing involves risk and gains, money. You should never invest any amount. Not comfortable losing. Always do your own research. Invest based on your situation, circumstances, and select criteria. Seek the advice of a certified financial advisor.